Hello, my name is Devan, and today I will be talking about data types in C++. So let's start. So firstly, we would focus on units of memory. So it is very important to understand how these data types are stored, okay, in what form. So memory stores in form of containers. Smallest container is bits. It means that bits will be the smallest unit of memory, and here I've written that 8 bits equals to 1 byte, 1024 bytes equals to 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobyte is equals to 1 megabyte, and 1024 megabyte is equals to 1 gigabyte, and so on, gigabyte to terabyte and terabyte to petabyte. So I've just listed on the slides so that you can, just for your general knowledge, if you want to know about these things. So let's move ahead. Mm, Here we will be understanding firstly what is variables. So let's take an example. Let's we have to calculate the sum of two numbers. So here we have taken a and b as two numbers, and these two numbers is known as variables because variables means that their value can vary. That's why they are known as variables. So a plus b. I have written here the size of these variables will depend on data types. So there is a particular range and size. So let's understand about data types. And data types, firstly you have to understand the primitive data types, or you can say predefined data types. Like there are some inbuilt apps in the phone, and similarly these are the primitive or predefined data types in C++. So firstly let's understand about integer. So integer contains all the values 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It contains both negative and positive, and then it's boolean. So it contains true or false. Its range is only 2, true and false. And then its character, ABCD, ABCD, and all your special characters like slash, equals to, plus, minus, dollar, hash. Then float. Float contains all the decimal values. Then it's void. Void will be I will be talking about in later videos. And void character is a type of character of like it's a number for a character. Okay. So I will be explaining you in this video only. Let's move ahead. So these are derived data types, and we will be focusing on these data types later. Function, array, pointer, reference, and there are user defined data types. User defined data types are the data types that are defined by user, means the programmer. So class, structure, union, enum, type def. And let's go ahead. So let's start with integer. So I already told you that it contains integers, both negative and positive. While coding, the keyword used is int. So before any variable, you have to use int, like int a. Now a is a type. The type of the data type of a is int, okay, integer. So this is how it works. Integers typically requires 4 bytes of memory space, and 4 bytes means 32 bits. Okay. So because 1 byte is equals to 8 bits, so 4 bytes will be equals to 8 into 4, 32 bits. So there's a particular formula for range of this integer, like what will be the range of this integer. So the range is minus 2 to the power n to 2 to the power n minus 1, and where n is number of bits. Okay, let's go ahead. And here it comes boolean. It is used to store boolean or logical operators. Okay, boolean can either store true or false. So I've also stated here that true, if you are like, if you want to a boolean value, then in language C++ you will get true or 1, and or false or 0, because false is equals to 0 and true is equals to 1 in the language. So keyword is used bool, and it requires 8 bits of space or 1 byte, you can say. Range is equals to true or false. Okay. Now characters, it contains all A, B, C, D and special characters like slash, equals to, star, minus, plus, everything. While coding, char keyword is used before a variable. Okay. Integers typically require 1 bytes of memory space, or we can say it requires 8 bits of space. Then float comes, contain decimal numbers. I have given example 2.1, 44.75, 100.555. Oh, sorry, 100.555. So while coding, float prefix is used before a variable, or float keyword is used. So float typically requires 4 bits of memory space, or we can say it requires 32 bits of space. Let's move ahead. Yeah, data types and modifiers. So modifiers are some, like, it modifies data type in some sort of, let's see this. So there are 4: signed, unsigned, long and short. So long and short is like long, what it does, it increases the range, and short is just decreases the range, like as per your wish. So modifiers is what they change the range of the data types. Okay, modifiers are used to change the range of the data types. So here under signed we can see integer, char, long prefix. Here under unsigned, integer, char, short prefix. And long is on integer and double can be used, and short can be used on integer. So yeah, this table is very important. So here we have written data types and short int. So I told you, short, under short it is written int. Short int, the size in bytes is 2. So short int, the size will be now 2. And range, so I told you that range decreases now. See, minus 32 to 768 to 32 767. While in the normal int you can say the size 4 bytes and the range is minus 2 1 4 7 4 8 3 6 4 8 2 and so on. Okay, so I've told you that in the later while programming you will, it will help you, this table will help you in the later programming. So unsigned short int is there, unsigned int is there, short because of short it to, and unsigned, that's why in unsigned what happens, that these negative numbers are not taken into consideration, only positive numbers are there. So if you are developing a program in which only positive numbers are there, and uh, so you can use this unsigned, you can use unsigned. Similarly for long int, unsigned, long int, long int, unsigned, long int. So you can see that int has many data types modifier, and if we go on char, it has two: signed char and unsigned char, and float, and there is a double. Like double is something like a tool, you know, like if you want to increase the range of that float, so then you can use a double. Okay, it is 8 bits, 8 bytes, and float is of 4 bytes. So long double is used for very big values. It contains 12 bytes. Okay, and if we move on, w character 2 or 4, size is 2 or 4, and 1 byte character. So w characters range is only 1 because particular, because this number is particular for a particular character. So let's move on. There are some practice questions. So to do this question, display the size of all data types by using size of operator. And next is the build a program that gives sum of two digits. So it's very easy. You can do it on your own if you want to. You can pause the screen and do it on your own. Try it. So, but I will be doing this now. And let's open the Visual Studio. So I have opened the Visual Studio and let's start coding. Let's, let's write the basic syntax of C++. Hashtag include IO stream using name space std and in main brackets curly brackets and return 0. So I have written the basic syntax. Let's define data type int a char b bool. I'm sorry, we have to use the semicolon also. Then let's take a float value, float d. Let's see out the, we can do here also. So see out size of a and del. So we can use here size is and so here I've used this and also, and let's copy this, control C, control V, control V, control V. So let's change this. Here it will be character, here it will be bool, and here it will be float. So let's save this, control S. Let's run this program. Yes, we are getting size is 4, size is 1. So integer is the integer and the size is 4. Here char, I told you the size of char is 1. Bool, the size is 1. And float, the size is 4. Now let's understand what is wcat. So this is void character. So I told you that void character is something that a value that a particular character has. So these values are also known as ASCII values or void character values. So let's give him the value. Here we will be taking a and so its value will be a. And you can also use, instead of wcat int, So if we take int and let's take value int r is equals to, let's take the same value, and for both you will get the same out. Okay, let's see out. See out a e and handle. See out r handle. Let's control s and run it, and you can see here that 97, when you are using wclarity data type, it is giving you 97, and instead of wclarity you are using int, it's the same value 97, you are getting it. So these values are known as ASCII values. ASCII values. Okay, so let's do the second program, that is sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. Let's take two integers, int a comma b, and let's comment out this, and a will be equals to 24 and b will be equals to 56. So see out a plus b, and I think we will get 80 as the answer. Let's run this. Oh, what's up? Oh, sorry, return 0. Yeah, return 0 should be in the last always. Control S and let's retry it. Yeah, it's giving you 80. So you can also take the values from the user using the cin. So let's user input. You can take cin a and cin b. So you can take the user input. After that you can see out a plus b. So let's comment out this, because if you're not, then it will show an error. And now let's run this. Okay, sorry, input, here we have to put the input. So let's put a is equals to 24 and b is equals to 56. So it should give us 80. Yeah, it's giving you 80. So that's it in today's video. In the next video I will be talking about input and output functions in detail. Like we will code some more programs of input and output functions. So bye, my next video will be there soon.